The PDFPrimer is an application that renders files to PDF format. The PDFPrimer is designed to be an efficient tool to assist with document exchange, document review, document production, e-discovery, electronic compilation, and hard copy printing. So why the PDFPrimer? Whether it be emails, office documents, project plans, images, architectural drawings, or a document included in a court book, PDFs have become the industry standard for reviewing and preparing a work project due to the numerous tools for editing and combining, and the ease at which they produce in either electronic exchange or print production. The PDFPrimer can render emails and their attachments to PDF, along with other common file types in the Office suite, such as Excel spreadsheets, Word documents, and more, like drawings, project plans, etc. The PDFPrimer is a simple first step before tackling those larger or more complex tasks involved in legal matters, such as making PDFs text searchable, objective coding to gather information, or use in an e-discovery platform. The PDFPrimer is a valuable tool to prepare data for ingestion into a document review platform. PDFs are easiest to view and accepted across all e-discovery platforms. The PDFPrimer offers a user full control over the output, including paper sizes. This is particularly useful when proceeding to hard copy document production and printing. By rendering files to PDF using the PDFPrimer, there is no need to review a set of documents through multiple programs. The PDFPrimer facilitates the use of one file type for all your needs. Why render files one by one, wasting valuable time and dealing with the frustration of complicated formatting? In the PDFPrimer, all settings are found in a simple interface and, when selected, are applied to all documents within your dataset. These settings can also be saved and imported back in for processing within a few clicks of your mouse. Bulk processing will save time and let you get to the important part of your work. So, who will find the PDFPrimer useful? Those working in legal technology and forensic investigations. Legal teams undertaking a document review migration into Relativity, Nuix, or other platforms. When producing or exchanging documents to opposing counsel. If court books need to be prepared for an e-hearing. When finalizing indexes, witness statements, or expert evidence with supporting documents. Preparation of print bundles. And preparations of electronic bundles. Compatible file types. The PDFPrimer can render spreadsheets, Word documents, PowerPoint presentations, drawings such as maps or plans, and emails and their attachments. The PDFPrimer supports 85 different extensions that can be rendered to PDF. Let's have a more comprehensive look at the settings for each of these. Welcome to the PDFPrimer. This is the main interface where input and output fields are populated and where settings are managed. Excel spreadsheets can be notorious in their complexity, size, and difficulty when converting to PDF. To alleviate this, the PDFPrimer offers an extensive menu of settings to get your output just right. Particularly useful here are the settings that manage the paper size of the final output, the scale and zoom, and control over headers and footers. After rendering, the PDFs offer greater legibility and can be stamped with vital information, such as the file or sheet name, directly onto your PDF version, increasing the usefulness of this document drastically. Don't need the spreadsheets? No problem. The settings menu has a simple checkbox to insert a placeholder instead. Word documents are often the first port of call when creating a document, and yet the preferred final version is usually in PDF. In this settings menu, all the settings you need have been included, such as paper size and orientation of the final output, headers and footers, and inclusion or exclusion of track changes. PowerPoint presentations are another compatible file type supported by the PDFPrimer. Some of the settings included here are selection of the paper size, inclusion of the date and time, and whether you'd like the slide title visible on your PDF version. Drawings, such as those multi-layered maps and plans, can be particularly unfriendly in their native format, and oftentimes cannot be opened without the correct software. The PDFPrimer provides the solution. A simple settings interface allows for the selection of the output paper size and orientation to best suit your needs. Perhaps one of the most used functions in the PDFPrimer is the ability to render host emails and their attachments. Email correspondence can be vital for inclusion in many legal proceedings, yet difficult to print or electronically compile. In this settings menu, a user can render emails to PDF either with or without attachments. If included, the user may also select whether the host and attachment should be merged into the same PDF. The time zone the emails will be rendered in can also be selected, along with paper size and orientation. Whether a file is corrupt or unsupported, the PDFPrimer offers a solution. In the Placeholder settings menu, a user can opt to include a sheet stating the file is a placeholder, along with the file name, or a custom option with the text of your choice. In the parallel processing settings, a user may select how many cores from their PC are employed in the rendering process. The number of workers selected corresponds with the number of cores. The number of workers then determines how many files are concurrently rendered to PDF format. Either before or after selecting the desired settings, input and output paths are copied into the designated fields. The input path will contain all files that must be rendered to PDF. The output folder is where the rendered versions and reports are sent to. When all settings have been selected and paths copied in, a user will click Submit and processing will commence. As the PDFPrimer runs, the interface will display the total number of files, how many have been rendered at any given point, how many errors have occurred, and how many have been skipped by having a placeholder inserted. When the rendering process is completed, a prompt will appear and the output folder populated. In the output destination, two folders can now be found. The extraction folder contains all native files individually, including any attachments that were in an email. The rendering folder has all files in PDF format and can now be used for any of the numerous applications mentioned previously. Further, if native Excels were rendered to PDF, a native Excel folder will also be found. Not only does the PDFPrimer render files to PDF, but it also provides reports for quality assurance checks and resources for further data manipulation. The PDF log will give information on the success or failure of any files in the rendering process and a reason why, if any, for errors. The native Excel log will give the file name and location of the Excel within the dataset, particularly useful if it was an attachment to an email. As previously mentioned, the PDFPrimer offers saving and restoring of settings, allowing a user to save their selections for future use. In just a few clicks, all the settings that best suit your project needs can be imported back in and files rendered to PDF format. The PDFPrimer offers easy and reliable rendering of files to PDF format for use in the various and ever-growing demands of the legal industry. As the industry shifts to a focus on electronic compilation and review, the PDFPrimer is the solution to the standardization of review and transference of PDFs. Whether PDFs are needed for printing or electronic-only tasks, the PDFPrimer will speed up all processes by generating the one file type for all your needs. Would you like to create more efficiency in your matters by automating your e-discovery and investigation workflows? Collaborate with Law & Order Innovation Labs to ideate, experiment, and deploy a customized solution for your legal team. Speak to our sales team to book a full demonstration on sales@lawandorder.com or 1300 004 667.